Hello everyone. Welcome to Programming in C for Beginners. I am Amit Kumar and this is 27th tutorial Command Line Arguments Part 2. Friends, in our previous tutorial we have discussed about parameters and we have also seen a practical example how we can pass value to a parameter of a function. Today we are going to pass the same parameter to main itself. And then we will see how we can pass value to these parameters. So let's begin. Now some points to note before I show you the syntax of main. Now you should know about command line arguments before you start making a program on it. Now arguments which are command line are delimited by white space, which is either a space or a tab. Generally, whenever we pass argument values to a functions and there are more than one value, we used to pass them separated by comma. But when we will pass this command line argument to main, we will separate those argument values with white space rather than with comma. So I will show you that, so don't you worry about it. Now let's see the syntax of main when we want to pass parameter to it. Now here's the syntax of main method. Main method accepts two parameters. Actually there is one more version of it, but I don't want to discuss that one right now in the beginner level course, right? So we can pass two arguments to the main and these are integer type and string type array. Now we will pass argc. Now the name can be anything, right? So we can pass argc and that argc will represent the number of strings in this argv array. Right? So argv array will be collection of strings, or you can say in other words like collection of words. So argv is an array and definitely we are going to deal array later down the line. Definitely I can show you an example right now which will make you understand how we can pass these command line arguments, and later down the line when you will understand about array, definitely you will understand this method much better. So let me show you this practically. So let's move on to our desktop. Okay, fine. So here I have created a file tutorial27.c and let me create the command line argument program over here. Definitely I will include stdio.h and here I will provide that command line argument to the main. Now because we are using command line argument, let's go with the standard main definition, that is returning integer, right? Now here in the command line we will pass one integer argc and one character type of pointer array, or in other words you can say array of string. So this will be argv. So if you want to remember the name, remember it as arg count and arg value, or argument count and argument value. Now this has to be an array. Fine. So this is the syntax. Now we have to return an integer as the last statement of the main. So I have returned it right now. And here let me show you the value of this argv. Fine. Now as I told you, argv is an array and array is nothing but collection of values. So definitely this argv will have a collection of values, and here I want to see only one of the values. So let me use a way for that. Now since I told you this argv is going to be a string array, so all the values will be string itself and hence format specifier will be %s. Now we will mention the argv and definitely we will mention an index over here. Right now I am mentioning 0. Now this 0 index means I want to see the first element of the collection in this argv, right? And that is a string, but of course. And let me print one more thing over here, like value is equals to, so that will be more clear to you. So value is equals to %s and argv 0th index. So hence it will print the first word that we will pass, the first argument that we will pass when we will call the main function. Now the thing is, when we are going to call the main function, actually when we run the program. So let me run the program and it is going to call the main function, and definitely from here you can see the value. What is the value? Value is nothing but the whole path, the path of this file, right? Let me show you the same output on the Windows terminal. So let's move on to the Windows terminal, and for that we need to press Window R and it will open the run dialog, and here you will type cmd and enter. Now first of all we have to go to our desktop, so I am going there. Now the desktop folder will be in the OneDrive folder. So OneDrive and then a slash and then desktop. Fine, enter. Now here there is a folder known as Programming in C for Programming in C beginner. So let me open this folder, and inside this folder there would be different folders of different sections. So right now we are working in section 5. So let me open section 5, and here on I can see various files that are present over there, and we can easily see one file, tutorial27.exe. Now I want to run this file itself. So to run that, I will just type the name of the file. I can type it with extension like .exe, or I can type it without extension as well. So you can see value is tutorial27.exe. So let me run this one without the extension, and this time value is tutorial27. I hope you are guessing what is the value. So whenever we are calling the main function, whatsoever we type in, whatsoever we provide here in the command line becomes the command line argument. Okay. So as I told you, we can pass collection of words, collection of strings, and right now I am passing only one string. So let me pass two string over here. Let me pass my name itself. So Amit. And you can clearly see I separated these two strings with the help of a white space. Now it can be a tab space as well. So it's up to us. Now we won't use any comma over here. So remember that, and let me run this one. You will find the output is still same, right? So if you remember the code, we are printing only the first element, right? We are printing only the first word, and that's why it is like that. Now here I will implement one more thing which we have not discussed yet, and that is nothing but a loop. So if you are coming from a programming background, if you have gone through my previous tutorials on BlueJ, then definitely you must be knowing about loop. But if you are new to the loop, then don't worry about the code if you won't understand it, because here we are not explaining this code. We are just discussing what are the parameters, what are the arguments that we can pass to this command line. So again, I am saying if you won't understand it, don't worry, later down the line, you are going to understand each and everything whatsoever I am writing down. Okay, so now you can see I have implemented both the command line arguments in the code, right? Here in the loop, I have used argc, and while printing the value, I have used argv, right? Now here, this loop is capable to print all the values in the collection. So trust me guys on that. So this loop is seriously capable to do that, and I will show you. So let me run it first over here so that the exe file can be updated. And let's move on to the command line or the CMD. Okay, let me clear everything over here. Now let me run it without any name. So definitely it will print tutorial27. Now let me run it with my name. Now you can see two values, right? Value tutorial27 and value is equals to Amit. So let me clear the output. Let me format the output a little bit. And how we can do that? By using a \n before printing the value. So let me save it again, run it again, and let's get back to the command line argument. And let me run it once. So now clearly you can see the loop is actually printing all the words that I am passing over here, right? It's not like we can only pass string. We can pass a pure string. We can pass an alphanumeric string. We can pass a number. We can pass a digit. We can pass a symbol. We can pass a character, right? So we can pass plenty of things. Now all these things will be treated as string, right? First thing. And second thing, they all are separated with white space, and I haven't used any other separator. So make note about it. And you can see it's printing all the things. Now be aware when you are running this, don't use some wildcards. Now here I'm talking about the wildcards related to command prompt. So you should know about that. So I'm telling you one of the wildcard, that is asterisk. Now asterisk means all. So let me enter this, and you can see because of this asterisk, it's printing all the files that are present in that specific folder. So when you are passing command line arguments, please be aware about these wildcards. Percentage is as well as a wildcard. Now asterisk is quite dangerous while passing command line argument, and you understand the danger. Well, you can pass any other characters and anything over there. They all will be treated as string. Now that marks the end of this tutorial as well as the end of this section. In the next section, we are going to talk about lifetime and scope of a variable, and it's very important and critical topic. So definitely something very important and very interesting is going to come. And that's it in this tutorial. Hope to meet you in the next video tutorial. Till then, thank you and happy programming.